Hey guys, it is Scott the Steamroller Steen with Steamroller Picks. It is Saturday, college football, baby, the 9th of November. Let's talk about one of my favorites here. But before we do it, if you guys would be so kind just to take 1 minute of your time and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a minute and do that. And of course, if you're looking for premium plays, I have great deals. Dollar a play or less. Check out the links in the description of today's video, won't you please? And of course, one of the best parts about my video is the community. So make sure that you help out your fellow sports bettors. Put your plays in the comment section. Let us know what you're on today and let me know what you think of this play. Am I right? Am I wrong? You tailing? You fading? Let's see what happens. All right. So as I record this, it is mid-afternoon on Friday. And you know what that means? It means I'm going to a concert. It means I'm going to see some live music, as is my want. For those of you, and I know somebody always asks, so I'll just tell you, I'm going to go see Pokey Lafarge. That's right. He is a kind of a Texas swing guy. Very fun, very fun. It's one of my wife's favorites. We actually drove to Bloomington, Indiana, or Bloomington, Illinois last year to see him, about 7 hours from here. So getting to see him half an hour from my house, that's a win-win. So that's what we're doing. And we're getting out the video a little bit early. So that being said, we have, of course, no score on the Wake Forest game. We'll see what happens there. In the meantime, let's look at the Holy War, shall we? That's right. Out there in Provo as BYU takes on Utah. Utah is the home team, but BYU 2.5-point road favorites, and I don't think that's enough points. First of all, since it's a Utah game, we have to talk about why Cam Rising isn't playing. And actually, it's kind of a trick because he got hurt a few games back. He's had leg surgery, and he is officially done for the year. It remains to be seen whether he'll be back next year for his 8th college football season. Good Lord. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But here's the deal. His backups have not been good. First, they tried freshman Isaac Wilson. He picked up 2 wins against Utah State and Oklahoma State. But then they lost 3 straight, and he was benched in last week's loss to Arizona. And that brings us to sophomore Brandon Rose. He came in that Arizona game, went 7 for 15, no touchdowns, and threw a pick. By the way, he did not lead the Utes to a comeback win. Of course, they still have a great running back, workhorse Isaac Bernard. And while this BYU defense is pretty mid when it comes to rush defense, you can bet the Cougars will be stacking that box with 8 or even 9 guys at times, and they are going to dare whatever milk carton quarterback happens to be at the helm for Utah to beat them. I don't think they can do it. BYU, that is a scoring machine. They're 21st in the country in scoring. While the Utes defense has been their usual stout selves, this is by far going to be the best offense they've faced. Cougars' offense is well balanced. They've been excellent all season long. They average 34.3 points per game, and they haven't scored less than 34 in any Big 12 contest. And while they may not get to 34, 35 against Utah, they still have 2 very good running backs in Martin and Rapati. Plus, quarterback Jake Retzlaff is a legitimate threat on the ground. He's got 303 yards so far on the ground with 3 touchdowns. He's also been outstanding with his arm. He's run for 18 TDs on the season, just 7 picks. And this is a game where the defense of Utah, I think it's going, because of the ineptness of their offense, they're going to end up spending way too much time on the field and become less effective as the game rolls on. If we're not winning this one at halftime, don't panic. I think good things will be coming. Like I said, Cougars may not hit 35 points today, but I believe they can easily get into the 24 to 27 range. And I do not see a universe where Utah gets to that number. They haven't scored more than 19 points since September 21st, and I don't see it happening today. Give me the BYU Cougars. Bring them young, everybody, minus the 2.5. And at the end of that one, you guys could join me as we pick apart winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, guys, as always, thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time. If I don't tell you that enough, my apologies, because I do. You guys are the ones that make this happen. And share it far and wide. Let's see what happens. All right. You guys have a great day. Let's go out there and beat the hell out of the books. And win, lose, or draw, we'll be back tomorrow to talk all about it. Take care. We'll see you then.